Hi, good afternoon, educators. Welcome to the day fourth session. The topic is integrating the multimedia and real world context in the teaching. So, this is the foundational training program, especially for all the educators to get ready for the hybrid education. And we are in our week third, and our topic is to connect with the topics with the real world examples and how the technology is going to support you. For that reason, I'm here today. I can guide you which all tools can support you in doing this process and approach also. So let me just take it forward from here because in today's session, it is equally important for everybody because the way we have to prepare our students for 21st century. Okay. The thing which is most important, the critical skill which is important here is real world problem solving and innovation, right? Now, every topic which we are trying to teach in the classroom, okay, a teacher can think about that how I can connect that topic to the real world. Also, not only just connecting the topic to the real world, but also adding some kind of multimedia content into it so that the students can be connected towards the classroom. Because you have seen that how the traditional teaching process was there. Traditional teaching process, teacher used to come in the classroom with a notebook and they write on the board or dictate. Then later the shift has the gear has changed and teachers also understand the students require something else, and then teachers have tried to give them the activity-based learning, and then slowly it has tried giving them into the smart board learning, whiteboard learning, and all those things was happening, right? Now, with the inclusion of multimedia in a very right way, it has research is also telling it has created a very positive impact. Okay, so today by end of this session, we'll understand the value of using the multimedia content and how to use it using the Microsoft tools. We'll try to understand that how to connect a topic to the real world. Some examples which is important for us to understand and we'll try to do it because every problem if we connect to the real world situation it makes a lot of sense. For example, tomorrow they can be a real problem solver as well as they can be an innovative person. So how it happens is, for example, if a generalized topic is there in the classroom about pollution, and under pollution you have a topic like water pollution. In this water pollution as a topic, if we wherever we are, where we are in Bangalore, we are in Kolkata, we are in Tamil Nadu, anywhere, we can understand. Okay, in the nearby place, which all places, what is the water pollution level? Maybe starting from our home, from our purette, or from our water purifier, from the things which we are getting it, and these all things is important to understand and see it. If we found out, okay, if we give some kind of task to the students that, okay, check the water pollution level in the home and see that how it could be improvised. When they do the research, then only the innovation comes into picture. And today you have seen that in the innovation which is happening in the real world, whether I'm talking about water purifier, it comes with the copper body. Why? What is the reason for that? It comes with subscription based model. Now in the metro cities, what is happening also, the purettes are given or the water purifiers which is given to the people in their homes, it is also comes as a monthly charges, right? The more you can use it. So these ideas which is coming up, it is coming with the innovative and it converts into an entrepreneurship, right? So a classroom topic can connect to the real world solution problems, and problems should be given to them to find out the solution. And when they found out the solution, it becomes the innovation, right? So that's the practice we need to do it, and that is the one of the key to success in the 21st century. Now, now as an educator, I'll just explain few things like what or when was the last time a student has asked us, okay, why do we need to learn this? Okay, that kind of questions, if you remember that. Because any topic, example, when I was in school, I was able to understand, okay, when we are learning mathematics about the topics like simple interest or I understand, I was going through the topics like say it's a compound interest. I was not aware that okay, this topic is so much of connected to the real world during that time. And when we come to the job segment, we have found out that today entire investment, the banking sector are dependent on compounding interest, right? How they do with the work. If that would have connected, that examples with some of the bankers would have come and told about this, the things will be different to understand, right? Not only that, as an example, there are many such examples are there where the topics in the classroom. Example, if a computer subject is there. Now, in a computer subject, who is bothering about keyboard or using the mouse? It looks like very simple thing. But if you try to understand its history, the way it is invented, why the keyboards are QWERTY, QWERTY keyboards, why it is not changed after that, okay, why it is done like that, but nobody has done a new innovation on the top of it. New keyboards has not come till now. And even a student need to understand that how they can go forward and they can also create their own keyboards if they understand in detail about the hardware of computers. Tomorrow, there is a job in IT, the maximum entry level jobs in IT, whether it talks about IT support, hardware support, all require that basic knowledge, which they just use in the schools as it is, right? So we need to connect the topic to some problem statement, and then that problem we have to give it to the students to go and research and come back. No doubt, without having the right internet and right device, they will not be able to explore more, but we have to start somewhere, right? So that's the thing. Now giving you one example of one of the topic, like okay, now in the traditional way, the concept of photosynthesis, right, was taught in what way? Normally a teacher comes in a classroom, she explained the concept, and student with their paper and pen, they used to write it down. What is photosynthesis? They write it down when a sunlight converts water and carbon dioxide into chemical energy stored in glucose, right? And chlorophylls and all the different concepts, they are writing it. Now the thing is, this is the traditional approach. Some teachers can draw the image or the diagram of photosynthesis to make the student understand. But multimedia integration plays a big role. Okay, some may understand the things. Yesterday we discussed about this, how we can bring the accessibility and inclusive in the classroom. So if multimedia, that means how we can bring the multimedia, which platform we can use. For example, I'm using PowerPoint presentation, and I can bring a image immediately which shows the photosynthesis and which shows some diagrams, which is easy to understand that okay, water is supplied from the root, and then it is going to the minerals are supplied everywhere, and then light is also reacting on the leaves where the chlorophylls are there, and with that the oxygen is going out and carbon dioxide is coming in, right? That entire chemical reactions we try to understand it, and that is beneficial for people, like because it generates glucose, it generates oxygen, okay, as a byproduct. That I can explain maybe with the help of some of the tools which is inbuilt in the PowerPoint, like I can use this annotation tool to explain this process starts from here, then it goes from here, it goes to right in the leaves, it waits for the sunlight to come, the reactions happens, and then so see you can see that annotations are also is possible when I'm doing it here. Now with the same concept, if I will try to explain you about this how this has been done. Now, if a teacher has tried to include more multimedia, then what will happen? Okay. So see, I'm trying to right now going into the zone of multimedia integration in the lesson plans, right? So we have tried inserting some handwritten notes. We tried inserting some of the images, and one thing is understood, this has been done in the PowerPoint directly. Now showing you that, okay, next is about some animated video, which is also explaining the same concept. Example, some student has not understood the concept. I can explain the concept with the help of a slow video explanation where how this entire process takes place. Okay, now with this complete examination with the animation, uh, don't you think just telling the story The concept is better now by including the multimedia in the context, right? You also, if you are not aware about the photosynthesis concept, you also would have got a lot of clarity in just a minute. Now, if what will happen if there is a real world project is assigned to the student to solve the problem? Because photosynthesis is happening in the every places. Now, in the urban places, in the urban city, there is uh, there is a difficulty of getting the land for agriculture, for many things, and people are suffering for the oxygen. That's a real problem, right? If I talk about in the Bangalore also, it was also although called as a complete a garden city, but nowadays because of this the complete silicon construction and lot of things which is construction is happening, a lot of trees are getting cut, and because of that reason the green trees are not there around, the land is very difficult to find it. So the people are shifting in the big flats, and they wanted to get oxygen is very important for them, right? So they may wanted to have they wanted to get oxygen maybe on the first floor, maybe on the 16th floor, maybe on 32nd floor. So how they are going to generate the oxygen at home? Maybe they can put the pots, but maybe the sunlight is not there because the climate is almost cloudy. What how to give the solution for such situations? Okay, now when the student will research about it, okay, the problem is given, they'll research about it, they'll definitely find out some solution. For example, in this example, when we talk about a real world project is given to the students, okay, apply the concept of photosynthesis in the real world scenario, that how we can do it. Because a plant, what they require a temperature, a light, water, minerals, right? And then some reactions where this all things takes place. So what they did is, in the artificial method, this has been done, and today in the India, this hydroponics farming is come into picture, where what has happened on a normal pipe, they put a hole, and in the water they supply all the minerals they supply, and then the plants usually grows here by supplying the magnesium, phosphorus, zinc on this, like in water. And soil is not there, so they put a coco pit, and in a small bottle also you can do this kind of farming to the larger level. Today the soil less agricultures are happening in the world. So condition is they all have used the concept of photosynthesis only. They understand, the scientists understand one thing, that okay, these are the combination, how we get the oxygen, how they take the carbon dioxide, and what are the elements it requires. Based on that, if this kind of projects are given to the students who think about and find out some solution, trust me, the lot of easy solutions can be done, and it will be there in every roof in the country, right? So see, the situation become like this. Likewise, when we try to connect any topic for that matter, whether we talk about compound interest, we try to talk about keyboard and mouse, we try to talk about the traffic lights, we have to connect with the real world problems and ask them some solution. Traffic light has got real world problems. That means people are not, maybe they are not obeying the complete rules uh, of traffic safety and all those things. Then what has happened? The solution is what? Including the AI into this chapter. Okay, the AI cameras are there in the roads, which checks if anybody is violating the laws. Immediately they get fined. Okay, the camera is capturing that and issuing the fine on that number plate. So all these things are the examples. So try to think different, and try to prepare the students to solve more and more problems of real world, because this is one of the, as research is telling, this is one of the most important skills. To achieve that, you require two things. Number one, you need to find out, you need to connect, you need to have 21st century skills, understanding that how to implement such skills, maybe real world problem solving. Number two, you need to have a proficiency in having the software where you can include multimedia content, because verbally if you go and speak about these projects and give them some kind of idea, it will not come to their mind. Okay. But if you visually showing them, it is really beneficial things for them. Okay, so now why multimedia plus real world? context works. There are many reasons for that. Number one, it increasing the engagement and attention. Now, if imagine I would have speaking all these things without showing the PPT, okay, without showing you the hydroponics farming, without showing you that real problem of urban city, without telling you the story and connecting the story, what would have happened? Definitely, there's a less engagement and less attention would be there. It also supports diverse learning styles. Those who are having the visuals, they can get benefited when multimedias are used. Auditory, when I'm talking about real world situations, and kinesthetic, because they are also doing the things, they are solving some problems by themselves. They are doing the work and learning. So all these kinds of diverse learning needs could be solved when we integrate this. Helps the student to retain and apply the knowledge. They will never forget the concept and makes abstract or boring concept tangible and relatable, encourages creativity and critical thinking. So there is a lot of advantage, and which all tools can help you out in building up such kind of contents, okay, multimedia contents, uh, or I can say about connecting the real world problem solving. So you can always take the help of AI in this matter. You can take the help of co-pilots to give you a lot of ideas about your prompt. You can also use the tools of Microsoft. There are some of the tools which is showing up here, like PowerPoint, Flip, Sway, OneNote, Microsoft Teams. I'll tell you individually what is the use of these tools for multimedia integration. If I talk about this PowerPoint presentation, what can happen in the PowerPoint? You can add a lot of narration. You can add animation to make the PowerPoint presentation looks very connected. And the video clips, you can embed it like how I was embedding the video clips. And you can use the flip where students can also record. They can also feel engaged because in their learning, they're including these things. The Sway, creating digital magazines or case studies, that Sway can be helpful. OneNote, amazing tool for notes making, which we are already discussed. Microsoft Stream is like a YouTube for a school where you can upload your content, your video, and you can embed in the classroom. Every session you conduct on Microsoft Teams, whether it's online class or it's offline class. Every session gets recorded and it will be available on streams. Okay. And Microsoft Teams, where you can also use the features, apps like Microsoft Teams in the real classroom. You can bring any expert, any subject expert, or some kind of professionals in your classroom to discuss the students, or also hosting the virtual field trips. So these tools are the very simplest tool which can be helpful for you to understand how to do it. Some of the examples I will show you live also so that you can understand how to go about this. Okay. Uh, Now just understand these tools are available, which is helping you in future for creating a digital contents, integrating it and using in the classroom. Because just like a simple content, when we talk about the pollution as a chapter, you can really start with a real news clip, okay, about the local pollution case to show to the students. You can also show some infographics talking about the pollution level. You can also assign the flip activity to the students or conduct a quiz. This all is integration of multimedia. And some examples for the subject wise, how you can integrate real world situation maths. When you're teaching maths, the budgeted trip, the teacher can give some kind of task in that way. English, debate on current news, okay, any news which is going on. Social science, use of Google Earth to study city. Biology, real patient story you can understand. ICT, create a video resume using the flip. These are the examples for it. Now let me now share my screen once again. Allow me a minute. Okay, giving you one example here. Okay, like how we can include a lot of things in the PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so PowerPoint presentation is available on the browser. Anybody can access it. But I'm just trying to show you that how we can create a lot of content here. Example, in this PPT, which I have just downloaded, this PPT has got all the slides which talks about air pollution, right? All the slides are there. Now I can use the options like record. Record option is available in all the PPT. If it is not available, the record feature, suppose you are not uh, getting it, then what can happen is you can also enable the record feature from the option. Let me show you from where. We can click on file and you will have the option like accounts or options directly. Under options, you'll have the options like customize the ribbons. And you can see you will have main tab, right? Main tab is there. It shows you all the tabs which is there. Now, I'll just show you one example here. By default, what is happening in many of the PPT screen, under the right side, it shows like it has got home option, insert, draw, design, transition, animation, slideshow. Record option is by default unticked. In some cases, you can go to this option and enable the record option so that you can have the access of all the feature of recording. And there are other options also hidden, but it's fine. Now record the option the moment I enabled here. What can happen? Um, I can just go here. Let me just stop the presentation of the other things. Yeah. Now what I can do here is I can completely export this entire PPT into a form of video. It can be exported in a form of video where each slide could be of 5-second display. It converts into a video format. Okay, that is also could be done. If I don't want to do that, I can go to this record option from the beginning. Example, I wanted to bring some narration here. What can happen? I can say from beginning, right? So if I choose here from beginning, it may ask me to enable the camera, my mic, and then option will be to start the recording. Okay. Now if I start recording here, I'll just give you example. Record. Welcome to environmental hygiene. We are going to discuss this in our upcoming session. Students, please revise about air pollution. You can understand about what is this introduction, what is the atmosphere pressure, compositions, what composition of nitrogen is available, what composition of oxygen is available. You can do the revision of all these things. Tomorrow we are going to discuss about this entire PPT. Once it is done, I can save it, and when I click on export, what will happen? With my voiceover, with my narration, the video is been exported into a short video format, which could be useful for me to use it in the classroom environment. That's one example. That is happen in the record. There are many features are available in the record. Okay. Other example is the design feature. Okay. Now example, I have to explain the students about the air pollution. So what can happen? You can have to include the media. You can click on insert and you have pictures. You have photo album. You have shapes. You have lot many things, which is you can insert which you can insert directly into this presentation. So what I can do right now is I can just click on the picture and we can go ahead and click on this device. And when we scroll down, we will go back and if pictures are not available in my computer, I can close it. I can search for the picture which is available on online, and we can go to composition of air as a search. There's a lot of image has come up. We can look into the Creative Common use image. which is we can use it and click on insert. The image could be inserted here with some design idea that where the image could be placed. And now my PPT has got some image. This PPT I have to explain to the students. I have included one image in the PPT by clicking on the insert button. Same way, I can click on insert or design option, or I can use even the options like draw. You can choose your favorite color pen, the pen you wanted to use it, that you can use it, and you can draw with the touch. You can use the pen of choice with the thickness level. Example, I wanted this green pen, and I can tell the students that, okay, can you see this is 78% is the nitrogen in the air. Only 21% in the air is having the oxygen, and 1% is having the carbon dioxide. So this part I can annotate, I can explain to the students. Suppose in the same way, if they are not able to understand the concept, I can even click on new slide and I can insert some videos. So videos, if it is available in my computer, I can use it. I can even search from the online videos or the stock video. Okay. So example, I have got some video like air. Okay, air pollution. There is no video in the stock. But what I can do is I can better search the video from my internet. So example, I go to the online. It is asking me to insert the link which video I may wanted to introduce here. Okay. So example, in my case, okay, now in my case, maybe I have got some video from YouTube. Okay, I can try to insert that video in my presentation as a next slide, which is integrating the video into my PPT so that my PPT can become more rich. I can either stretch like this, or even if it is so small in the size, even I can do the settings in the playback that this particular video should be play as a full screen. Okay, but this is fine if I play it.
Mama, it is because 78% of the air out of the remaining.
Getting the point. So how exactly I'm trying to use this? This I have tried integrating images. I tried integrating the videos. Even I can integrate by clicking on the insert button. I can insert the forms also. Example, I just have to click on new slide, and I can have the option of inserting the forms, which I can click on the forms, and it will search in my account which form I may wanted to insert for that students to discuss. So if I try to insert any form here, and I can choose this for interactive meeting, real-time feedback, I wanted to do it. So example like this. Now what happen if anybody have will scan this kind of QR code which is there here? What will happen real time in the PPT itself, I will get the answer. So, example, when I'm teaching in the classroom in the lockdown mode, or I have shared the link to the participant in the quiz format, and when I'm explaining the concept, they can just scan and responses will be coming here, yes or no. Okay, so the PPT becomes a very powerful tool itself to have everything inbuilt into it. And later stage, you can even export the PPT. There is option of exporting the PPT to form a video or animated GIF. Click on export, create a video, and maybe the 5 second as a duration, what kind of quality you wanted, and if I wanted only like 3 seconds in each place, create a video, and export. What will happen within some time? It will display in the bottom. Can you see it? The video has been exported. The video of the entire things has been exported, which is there in my computer. I'll just insert that video and show you that how it comes up. Video from this device. This is a video which is I have just inserted once again. You can see now how it is coming up. Unit 1. Every slide it will spend 4 seconds and it is just going one after another. If I put some music, it will be having the music also in between. Maybe on the fifth slide, I have included this compositions. Everything is coming as a video format. Right, so this video also I can upload this video on maybe on the student portal that is available on my stream. I can upload it. I can if a teacher is using the platform so well, they can also upload the content in advance and share with the students that okay, go through the concept of photosynthesis, which is with my voiceover. You can watch it. It has included multiple things. It includes the forms, it includes the images, it includes your annotation, your notes, everything is there in your PPT. You can share it, the video, to the students one day in advance to go and research about it, read it, and next day morning, suppose they are coming, a teacher is already full of information. So next day morning, the more on a passive teaching process, students can involve with the teacher in more as an active learning process because that's the need of 21st century. A teacher should be a guide, teacher should be a mentor, okay, where students can have a lot of questions in their mind. They wanted to ask all those things, but they're not getting that much of time window to see and discuss the expertise of the teacher. Okay, so these process with the help of technologies by integrating the multimedia and connecting to the real world situations, it is going to solve a lot of problem. Okay, now I'll just show you one more concept here about. Okay, let me just see my PPT should be shared on the screen, biggest screen. So I'm not right now explaining all the tools to all of you. The only reason is uh, I wanted you to practice on such tools. Okay, I really wanted you to practice on such tools, and once you practice together, that means when you have device in the hand, when you have license in the hand, when you are using the accounts, then when you're doing the activity, it makes sense. But today, you have to just understand one thing. A teacher can really create a lot of impact in the classroom just by including such activities, which I just showed you. So, so what is a reflection? Reflection is think of the one of the upcoming lesson, whichever topic you are choosing. Can you connect the topic to the real world, or can you create a PPT where you include multimedia content? It is just not only about it is not only about uh, the the images or the videos. It could be multiple things a teacher can include in their presentation. That's the main idea of this process. I'm just showing you one more thing here. Just allow me a minute. Okay. Now, in the screen, you must be able to see that one heart is showing up, right? That's the heart of human. And what can happen if you rotate the heart or you do anything, it is showing you that how it could be rotated, how it could be seen in the larger picture, how it could be put in the proper images to explain about the part of heart. This also is one of the content which, as a 3D format, you can explain. You can also create your 3D object to explain each and everything about the human heart or human body or any topic which you are showing up. You can show as an anatomy diagram. Even virtual labs, multiple things can be included in this topic. So think about in the next session when you are going to do, if you are using the PowerPoint presentations or you're using a OneNote presentation, what is the impact you are generating when you are connecting the topic to the real world and also integrating a multimedia content. Okay, what is the impact it has generated? Definitely, the student has like it. More practice you do it, more better it will be. It will be generating. So, so at definitely at end, I wanted to talk about that learning with context is learning with purpose. All these things we are doing for the student-centered learning and to make the learning more engaging. So our commitment or our input in this entire process will be to make sure that teachers will be guided, making them to be more comfortable that what wonders we can do with the technology, how we can enhance the teaching and learning experience with the help of technology, whether we talk about AI, whether we talk about applications which is available with us. So this is all possible. Make a note of all those things because this all practically we'll be doing it. And by connecting the, as you know, that in this topic, by connecting the academic concept to the real world application, we can make learning more meaningful, engaging, and effective for our students. Let's continue to inspire curiosity, creativity, and critical thinking in our students by incorporating the real world connection and multimedia elements. Right? Together, we can empower the next generation of thinkers, innovators, and problem solvers to make a positive impact in the world. So we'll stop here. We'll connect tomorrow at 4 p.m. To discuss about the week third, last topic on pedagogy. That's reflective teaching with digital tools, right? So we'll meet up tomorrow at 4 p.m. Thank you so much for joining and spending your time in learning process. Thank you.